After a trio of major hurricanes on the Gulf Coast over the last 5 years, more homeowners are working to elevate their homes. It's a major construction project, but not everyone's happy with the results. New tonight, investigator Evan Dean explains what you need to know before lifting your own home.
At their home on Manasota Key in Charlotte County, Mary Tinsley and Calvin Loshinskie had talked for some time about having it elevated. Then, in 2024, Hurricanes Helene and Milton hit, back to back.
And I would say that just sealed the deal for us to do it.
Just weeks after those storms flooded their home, they signed a contract with Davy Shoring to lift it and put more than $60,000 down. The hope was that work would be done in the summer of 2025.
Repeatedly through the sales process, we were told shovels in the ground April 1st. We will be done June 1st.
In the meantime, Mary and Calvin renovated the home, but Davy Shoring didn't actually start work on the site until July. And to this day, nearly a year since then, Mary and Calvin say the job still isn't done. They'd planned to host their daughter's wedding here, but had to cancel that because of the delays.
Sad about how it played out.
But delays aren't their only concern.
You can see just the damage and how the house is separating from itself.
The couple says the crew made mistakes while the home sat on temporary supports. Now they're left with damage on both the outside and the inside of the home.
Our ceilings that were all new are cracked. There's places through the walls on the block work that's cracked, the stucco work in a couple areas.
Mary and Calvin say their pavers were also damaged, along with the fence surrounding the home. They estimate it'll cost between $20,000 to $30,000 to fix everything. They laid out their concerns in complaints filed with both the state and Charlotte County.
You're taking a house that was here and putting it there. I get that it's complicated, but it tainted everything about this.
When we reached out to Davy Shoring, owner Warren Davy sent us a statement saying the home had multiple additions, 5 in total, which created significant structural inconsistencies, and said the company went above and beyond the original engineered plans. "We stand behind the quality of our work," Davy wrote in part, especially given the complexity and condition of the original structure. As for the damage, only minor cosmetic impacts occurred, he said, which are typical in projects involving older structures with non-uniform construction. Davy Shoring initially offered us a site visit, but later said they didn't have time to meet. In a follow-up call, Davy said their scope of work is complete and said the homeowners are responsible for repairs to the house.
Even if it is cosmetic, it is something to worry about to us. When we're the customer and our home was pristine and we were told there would be no problems.
And this is a very nuanced area of the law. I don't think most homeowners have much of an idea of what the duties and obligations are.
Mark Wagner is an attorney with the law office of Loshinskie and Murphy. While he's not involved in this case and couldn't comment on it, he did talk with us about contractor law in Florida and says timelines are actually guided by state statute. Once a contractor takes a deposit of more than 10% of the total project cost, that triggers certain requirements.
There are certain duties and obligations on the contractor. For example, the contractor has to apply for permits within 30 days, and then there are time constraints on when they have to start the work.
That is, only unless the contractor has just cause for failing to do so, the law stipulates. Wagner says while delays are not uncommon in projects, there does come a point.
If it's not justified or it's unreasonable or there's no end in sight, that's when it starts becoming a problem.
In Mary and Calvin's case, records show they paid $61,000 in October of 2024, about a quarter of the total cost, which was deposited by Davy Shoring in November. And yet, county records show the permit application wasn't submitted until that next March, about 4 months later. When we asked Davy Shoring about that, they said there was a lot of work that went into drawing up plans.
All I can say is we feel dismissed. It's a very dismissive response, if you can get a response.
The couple has already spent more than $200,000 on the project, but have held off on making a final payment given their concerns. The biggest problem, they say, is the difference between what they were sold and what they actually got.
Go into this project with your eyes wide open that Sometimes it's not easy, simple, quick, and you shouldn't believe everything that you're told when the contract's being pushed towards you.
We have the full statement from Davey Shoring inside this story in the Gulf Coast News app. We also reached out to both the state and Charlotte County for the status of those complaints filed. The state says they are looking into it, and we have yet to hear back from the county. As for what you should do before a big project like this, that attorney we spoke with says to hire an expert to review your contract. If possible, include a completion date in the contract and a provision that allows you to recover legal fees if there are problems. You can also hire what's known as an owner's rep, which will oversee projects for you. All this will cost money up front, but could help you avoid disaster on the back end. For Gulf Coast News, I'm investigator Evan Dean.